Hey everybody. So when you rip a band-aid from a wound, you'll feel pain, but it'll only be for a moment. It's pretty quick and it's sudden. And wounds that have been covered for so long don't always heal properly because they need air or it'll stay infected. So when the band-aid is removed, the healing begins, and you don't always know what the healing will look like because the wound has been covered for so long. But you don't have to worry because once the infection is gone and scab's over, the scab falls off. That's if you don't pick it and give it time to rest and heal. Once you do that, there won't be any trace that there was ever even a wound there. But because of fear of the unknown, we keep watching it and keep looking at it. And we try to pick it and cover it as long as we can. And that's just out of embarrassment. But it's time to let it go and surrender all of that. And I know we know what the word surrender means, but I just want to share the dictionary definition of what it means. And it means to agree to stop fighting, hiding, and resisting because you know that you're not going to win. So in moments when you're feeling caught off guard, and normally we don't think to pray, we panic. And for instance, or for example, if you're driving and you get caught in an unexpected storm, rain is coming down so hard, almost making it impossible for you to see. So instead of stopping and resting until the storm passes, we'll slow down, we'll put on our hazards, and we will try to ride the storm out. But when you do that, it increases your chances of getting stuck in an unexpected flood of water. If that happens, your engine gets flooded and you won't be able to go anywhere anyway. You got to wait until it dries out to crank the engine. But panicking in unexpected circumstances makes you feel like you got to do something. So it's like, I got to do something. I got to do something. You can't rest until you feel like you've exhausted all options. But when you rest, when you finally rest and let things go, God takes the work out of the work and then starts supernaturally working on your behalf. Why? Because you surrendered this. So if you watch a baby sleep, they normally sleep with their arms stretched upward and outward, with no care, just peace. Because resting is actually self-care, God's way. But if we pay attention, he gives us examples of how he met the needs of his people through rest. And he started with Adam. Adam was fed, told what to eat, what not to eat, then put to sleep. And while he was sleeping, God was creating Eve. When he woke up, he had a partner that he did not even pray for, nor did he give a list of what he liked, because he didn't even know what he wanted or what he would need. God already knew. And Adam didn't even have to work for it. The hardest thing Adam had to do was name the animals and be obedient. And we all know he failed at the obedience part. But God did all the work. Adam's work was obedience and rest. Elijah was another one to receive God's self-care when he sent an angel to tell him to eat a cake and a drink and take a nap for his journey, to prepare him for his journey. Solomon was another one. He asked for wisdom and knowledge, went to sleep, and woke up the smartest man that ever lived. So listen, when things in your life feel stuck, and when you feel stuck, rest is the secret sauce for movement. So when you exercise, we know that you cannot exercise sore muscles. You got to rest them and begin again if you want to receive the best results. The rest is the obedience to keep yourself still, which is so powerful. It's a powerful discipline, because when you do that, that's when you'll see success, but you'll also see the salvation of the Lord. Do you remember the movie Harriet? And for those of you who have not seen it, it's a movie about Harriet Tubman. But whenever God wanted to speak to her, he would put her to sleep. And sometimes this was even while she was being chased by her captors, okay? Now, logic and fear says you got to keep moving, but because of her obedience to rest in the midst of the chase, God gave her an opportunity to give her strategy for freedom. And that ability to rest is a heavenly gift because he speaks to you in dreams. It's a form of surrender, and it's also a form of obedience. When there's no rest, there's no peace. When there's no peace, there's no surrender. When I was a kid, and it was bedtime, my mother made us say prayers, and we would say, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. When I was a child, I did not know that that was scripture, but it's actually Psalms 4 and 8, where it says, in peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me safe. When we stop fighting God and we put ourselves in a position of surrender, it might uncover your imperfections and flaws, but it's okay, because what you're really saying to God is, I give up. So have a great day on purpose. Bye.